saying it's the women's fault, and I'm going to die on that hill, right?
Oh, you're going to die on
that hill? I'm going to die on
that
that hill. I'm not changing my mind. It is
I cannot do what a toy does.
Those things have all different kind of arms.
Do you see what I mean? Arms.
Kinds of. I see a hammer one the other day. So you've been faking it the whole time? The whole time?
Yeah. But babe, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. I really enjoy. I enjoy sex with you.
Let's just say this is a number, arbitrary number, in a lifetime. 732 times you've had sex, and you've never orgasmed. This is why people have affairs, right? Because that 733rd time will be with someone
who is going to deliver,
and he's not even that he's delivering. He's just a little bit more intuitive than the person you're with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that, there's a competitive aspect to it as well, right?
True.
There's a competitive. If a man and a woman are together, if the dude is not serious, but if he is intuitive in his mind, he's like, right, you know what? I'm gonna get this done. Right? I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it, whatever it takes. Even if I finish and she hasn't got there, if my hand has to get used, or I have to do this, or I have to do that, or we have to go again, or whatever. I'm doing this because I'm not leaving there
until the job is done.
Until I've done the job. Because if I leave, it's twofold. Sometimes this is what goes on in my head. If I don't get it done and I leave, if I like this girl, there's probably not going to be a number two for one. And the more important thing is, I don't want to be a topic in the group chat. Right? So this is real. So those two bits together, most men, especially men of our age, because there's a whole stigma, you lot in your 30s, 35, 40, you lot can't do this, you can only go one round, you can only do this, boom. So we're already going into it with an army in front of us. There's an army of excuses why we already can't get the job done, right? So the minute we do get the job done, it's like that eureka moment with there's Disney animals running around, there's this, there's that, you're getting breakfast, you're getting drinks, you're getting this, you're getting stuff's iron, stuff's this. It's like raw. All because you took the time out to care enough to make sure the other person in the encounter has as good a time as you.
On the woman's side, I also do think that a lot of, when it comes down to orgasming, it does have a lot to do with where your mind is at. If your mind is not aligned with what's going on with your body, you're definitely not going to have an orgasm. Definitely. Yeah. So I think in terms of when you were saying about this is why people cheat, the sheer excitement of her stepping out of her relationship
is already going
to do that kind of connect. Now, obviously, Lovely Bear likes to keep.
Yeah, we're not saying
step out. Obviously, we're just trying to open the conversation and find ways of maybe remedying the issue, if that makes sense.
Got to talk.
You have to
talk about it. You got to talk about it. You have to talk about it.
So I mean, me personally, I've never had a problem. So, but I can empathise with, my girlfriends and, just even through the research that I've done for the women that have struggled. And I think a lot of the time, sometimes it does come down to confidence about your own sexual being. Does that make sense? You actually understanding your body, knowing your angles, knowing what positions work for you, all that kind of angles. All those types of things. It's very, very important that you get to know your body, and also have the confidence, like you say, to speak up. Because I've never been in a situation where something's happening and I'm not saying anything. Because if I don't like it,
right. The internal, you're there, and you're thinking about something else. You're not even present in the moment.
Yeah, see, and for me, that's a bit of a wasted
encounter.
Yeah, it's 100%. A bit. So I personally couldn't just.
Doesn't justify the body.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Doesn't justify the body at all.
I couldn't sit there and just be like, and not say anything. I will literally say, don't really like that.
Can you stop? Yeah, or just can we have a like? There's ways, isn't it? Everyone knows. Everyone knows when they've said something and it comes out too coarse, and you can also make it a bit more palatable and be like, you know what? Yeah, and just have the conversation. But you have to, in all things, you have to have a. You can't have if you're sleeping with someone and you cannot have a conversation with them about your enjoyment in the encounters you're having, then you shouldn't be with that person at all. That's just my opinion. I
hear you, but again, going back to because we're talking about people who are in long-term situations, right? It's not that easy just to walk away, is it?
Definitely. So then you have to speak.
So how do you open the conversation? So we're 10 years in. We're now on, was it 732 times?
732 times. So before the 733rd time, Sophie wants to talk to Calvin. So she sits. How does she sit him down and broach the conversation? And you know what? By no means am I coming across as a great communicator, because I'm definitely not. And by no means am I trying to paint myself as some kind of sex god, because there are women that will watch this and be like, yeah, I'm 42. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be some that will be like, well, he's not telling the truth, and that's fine, because you learn. But I don't know how you broach it. Anybody that's having this problem, they'll know, because they'll know.
Do you want to do a quick role play?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
I haven't done this since school. Let's go.
All right, cool. So I'm Sophie.
Calvin.
Hi, Calvin. How's your day?
Not bad. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I'm tired, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm really tired. Something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, God, what's happened?
I don't want you to get upset.
Okay. This is already... Let me sit down. This already doesn't sound good.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah,
okay,
probably.
Cool. So, obviously, you know, I love you, and I love our life. You know, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Sound like we're breaking up?
No, just hear me out. Okay. You know, everything is amazing, and I don't know how to...
But?
Okay, can you just give me a chance to, like, just...
Sorry, go on.
You know, our sex life is amazing, and you know I wouldn't really change it for anything, because I really enjoy having sex with you. Obviously, I've been with you for like 12 years now, right? It's just that I was talking to the girls the other day, and I've never had an orgasm.
What do you mean never?
Well, you know, when we first started dating,
whatever. How long has it been now? How long has it been? It's been a while.
Well, we've been together 13 years, and
so it's a long time. So never.
No.
That's wild. I don't believe that. I'm getting pranked. What's going on here? Ever?
No.
Wow. Probably should have spoken to me before you spoke to the girls, to be honest. But
I know, but I just didn't know how to broach it with you.
I need a stronger drink. What do you mean? Yeah, but I can tell, though, no? So you've been faking it the whole time? The whole time?
Yeah. But, babe, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. I really enjoy... I enjoy sex with you.
Yeah, you said that. You said that still.
You're messing up my role play.
This is how a man will react, still.
It's not that I don't enjoy sex with you, babe. Like, the sex is amazing, but it's just that...
So what is it? So am I not doing something?
I don't know. But, okay, so, obviously, you know, like, you tend to fall asleep afterwards, right?
I'm tired. It's hard.
So, afterwards, like, I tend to just quickly run in the bathroom.
Yeah, don't finish that sentence. That's wild. You don't have to go there. So, yeah, but... but I'm in the bed. I'm in the room. You could just wake me up. Wake me up for sex. That's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, but babe, it's not about the sex, because it's not like I don't enjoy the sex, but just the fact that I'm not
finishing. So then, what can? Because this is unacceptable. I can't have this. Is unacceptable. I can't have this.
What do you mean it's unacceptable?
It's unacceptable. I can't have this. This is long. So what could I do more of or less of to get you where you need to get to, because I can't. This is going to be a problem for me now. So we need to fix it.
No, but I don't want it to be a problem.
No, there's not problem's a strong word, but I'm saying we need to, because moving forward, it cannot be a thing that continues now because you've told me. So I need to now, in terms of me being me, I now need to sort this out. So what can we do to fix that?
This is the thing, babe. Like I said, I don't know because, like I said, like I don't feel like there's an issue with our sex life. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if it's a me thing. Like, I don't know if I maybe need to see a sex therapist, or I don't know if there's some kind of blockage. But I know I can orgasm because when I use toys, I do. And, you know, I've only really kind of introduced the toys recently. So
that makes it easier. Cool. That's sweet. All right. We'll fix it, innit? We'll have to sit down and... I probably shouldn't have had a drink, so my head's all cloudy. But we'll sit down and work it out, because it's a thing, and it's important for me that you enjoy the whole thing in its entirety. So not I'm falling asleep and you're having to do the heavy lifting.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll sort it out, man. Just like we'll fix it, as long as there's nothing else.
No, because you know I care about you.
Yeah, so don't wait another 13 years to say anything else if anything else crops up.
No.
Can I get something to eat?
Sure.
Lovely. Thanks.
Okay, so at the end of that role play, I mean, okay, so me being Sophie in this situation, I don't know if I liked your reaction. I feel like you could have been a bit more sensitive.
There's no man that's going to be sensitive when you tell him that. Especially, you know what it was? The build-up. The build-up was crazy. Oh, you know... This is great. That's great. I really love you. This is what women do. It's the build up to stuff that makes it.
Yes, because it's called the feedback sandwich. The feedback sandwich.
As well. You never want to lead with that.
You start with the positives, you give the negative feedback in between, and then you sandwich it with a positive.
No, that might. Shit sandwich. It's a shit sandwich still. It's a shit sandwich still. You can't soften the blow by punching me first. Bang! Let me tell you something. That's not how it works.
That's not what I did. I said to you, I love our life. I love everything about us. Da 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 da.
No, it was a mad loop. But that's that. As mad as that little roleplay thing was, that is basically how it should go. Anybody that is told that should really be their reaction. Like, it's obviously a bit not.
Yeah.
A couple. Mm-hmm. We're not having sex, we definitely haven't been together for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if anyone is struggling to have that conversation, that's not really the blueprint, but it should really end like that. If the guy's storming off and he's thinking, oh, he doesn't care, if you have that conversation in that format where you are genuinely trying to make the person know how you feel, and they take it on board, and then after that nothing changes, then you definitely need to have a conversation with yourself, probably before you talk to the girls, and really work out exactly what it is. Because from you've had the conversation, you've taken time out to make sure that he's not offended, and then he hasn't taken the time out to care enough to change what he's doing, or to take any kind of steps to making you feel like you can hit the other level. Yeah. Then you definitely shouldn't be there. Whether or not you've been together for 20 years or whatever, because Stella needs to get her groove back, man.
She does. So imagine you're still Calvin. You've had your dinner, and that's all you're thinking about. How are you now feeling hearing that news? That
the next time I have sex with a person, I'm not stopping until I don't care if there's work in the morning. I don't care who's in the house. I don't care if the picking them is next door. They're up. Once that room door is shut, there's nobody leaving that room until I am 100% sure that you have gotten to where you need to get to to have your first orgasm in 13 years.
Okay, but there is such a thing as overstimulation, you know.
No, obviously. Yeah. Within reason. Obviously, I'm not going to just start. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, no, you can't. It's mad. You can't.
Do you not think it's more of a journey? Because if you've been used to doing things a certain kind of way, you're still going to do that thing that certain kind of way, and you're not going to stop until she does. But maybe it's just the way you've been doing things that's not been working for her.
Then you have to give me direction. If you can do it on your own, you're in tune with yourself, right? You've now told me that I cannot get you there, right?
Yeah.
So I'm now thinking, how can I get you there? If I can't do it on my own, you need to, babe, show me, take my hand, put it where it needs to go, and tell me exactly what I'm doing in order for you to get there in it. Teach me.
Right. See, this is the thing though. Like, I don't think. Well, speaking about toys, a man cannot do what a toy does.
Those things have all different kind of
Do you
arms.
see what I mean? Arms.
Kinds of. I see a hammer one the other day.
Yeah.
A hammer.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Yeah, I saw that on TL. Yeah.
Like a toe, just toe me, just thing hammer.
Yeah. So again, it's like, do we not maybe need to take things back to the very beginning and slowly learn each other's bodies again?
Yeah. If the person cares enough, then they'll do that. You could dress it up as much as you like. It still comes down to if the person cares, if the man cares enough, after being told that, the situation will change. If he doesn't care, and some people are going to say, he's being a pick-me. Why is he saying that? He's just trying to get traction, or but this is as a man, this is a fact. Mm-hmm. Yeah? If you are told something and you do not change it, if it is upsetting the other person and you don't change it, then especially that. We're not talking about the colour of a wall or
the colour of a wall might be easier.
You're leaving the toilet seat up or something like that. This is a serious thing. Especially after 13 years, it's a serious thing. It's like having a car and never driving it in third gear.
Yeah, but obviously I'm speaking to you, and you're someone who actually cares. You're someone whose ego clearly wouldn't be completely smashed to where you react, kind of like out there, or kind of go into recluse mode. No. So you're motivated to actually do that. Yeah. So you're saying that a woman who has a partner that isn't as prepared to be as motivated as you are, she should essentially just bounce.
That's not your person. That's not your
person. Do we agree? That's not your person?
That's not your person, man. Like your person, your person in anything you do. Your person, if that's your person, you could be broke. It's not even about sex. You could be skint and have nothing. If that's your person, she don't care. Yeah? You could fall down in a ski accident and not walk again. If that's your person, she doesn't care. I mean, sorry, she doesn't care. She doesn't care, right? So vice versa, if he is supposed to be your person, he's supposed to care. So what, you're going to be with someone for 50 years, and
it happens.
You're with Ethel in the nursing home, and I'm dead. And you and Ethel were talking, and Ethel's had this wild life where she's done this and she's had this, and she's just really sexual, and she's living like it's the 60s again, and she's been wilding. And she turns to you and says, and you're like, you know what? I was with my man for 50 years, and I never
don't even know what it feels like.
I don't even know what it feels like. And you're at that age where
at that point, does it matter?
It doesn't. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying about, it goes back to what I said in the beginning about, but where everybody's on a very finite length of time, right? However long you're here for, we don't know, but your time is predestined. Yeah. So knowing that, get yours, man.
No, I'm with you. Okay, so we're gonna wind down the conversation now. I don't think I've spoken to any sex therapists on the platform yet, but it would. So I'll see if I can get that lined up. In the meantime, if you are a woman who is struggling to orgasm, whether it be full stop or with your partner, I think you need to start by, again, like I was saying earlier, getting to know your body without the use of toys. Because I think once you know how to pleasure yourself, by yourself, with nothing else, you can then get your partner involved and then try things that way. If you are someone who has a complete block, whether it's due to some type of, it could be depression, it could be anxiety, it could be some sexual trauma or something like that, you know this platform is all about healing. See a therapist, see a sex therapist. You know, from a spiritual aspect, the sacral chakra might have some blockages. So there can be crystals and other, like Reiki healing, that you can do to release some kind of stagnant energy, because your sacral chakra is your creative center, right? And if you have a blockage in the area, it's going to affect how you kind of are sexually, you know. You can even do things like incorporating certain dances. So belly dancing, for example, is very good to kind of awaken the kind of womb area and stuff like that. There are womb massages that you can get. Just to really start to engage in sensuality, I think is one thing I would say. If you and your partner are in agreement that, you know, there is some work that you need to do, you've tried together and it's not happening, try and get into contact. I'll put a link to some Instagram pages that are kind of explaining to you about tantric sex. That's very much incorporating meditation and stuff like that. You know, the female orgasm is limitless. A woman can orgasm.
It's not fair.
It isn't, but it's life.
It's life.
But in tantra, men also have the ability, if they engage in semen retention. We had this conversation before, didn't we?
I still don't get it, but yeah, cool.
So there are resources and there are tools out there for you to get what you need. Like I say, if you're someone that's not orgasming at all and you've not tried toys, I will put some links to some good ones in the show notes and on the resources page on the website. Okay, well, Kieron.
Before we go, I'm aware that some of my responses might have been quite masculine. And I skimmed over some bits, so I am aware that obviously, not that you said I'm not, but there are other reasons why people don't. So because someone will say something, there are other reasons why women don't orgasm, and they are very far-reaching. I'm aware, but I just wanted to focus on
that area.
Yes, but I'd say if it comes across like I was being ignorant or.
I mean,
but you know, I have to put the disclaimer because someone will say something. But it's been fun. Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely. Okay, well, that's it, guys. Like I say, if you are affected by anything that we've spoken about today, please give me an email. Can we give them your socials?
Yeah. You put it up.
I'll put it up on the screen. So feel free to email info@lovelabed.com. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter. Alternatively, if you'd like to book a self-awareness session, but we can actually dig in and find out where your blockage is coming from. Drop me a DM and we can get that done. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourselves. I love you. And it's a wrap.
Love laid bare.